We continue our back to school coverage. We want to make sure we're covering every member of the family. That includes your four-legged friends who are left behind during the day. After the fun and playtime of summer vacation, a lot of dogs become used to having the kids around, making them anxious and more likely to be destructive when they go away for so many hours during the day when school starts back. Well, here are some tips on how to manage that from online magazine Unleash. We have Avery Thrasher. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. You're
well,
welcome.
You always help us take care of our little four-legged friends. And who'd you bring in with you today?
This is Paula.
Paula,
yeah.
Hi there.
She's at the Montgomery Humane Society.
Okay, and up for adoption. That
for
means
adoption.
If you like what you see, Paula's a cute little dog, full grown. This is how big she's going to be.
Yeah.
And Paula is a great example of, say you bring home a pet right now, right before the beginning of school, and why would you do that? But that might be something you and your family want to take on right here as school starts. This can be a daunting time for your pets, not having you around all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, separation anxiety is basically a condition where dogs feel stressed out because their owner or you're leaving them.
Yeah.
They get stressed out from you being separated from them.
Yeah, that goes for anybody. That's their comfort zone, and you're changing that whole thing around.
Right.
So what can we do to make this a little bit smoother for them?
Well, first you kind of want to look out for some of the signs of separation anxiety.
Okay.
And that includes excessive barking, whining, attempting to escape from the house or your yard, or even soiling the home.
Yeah, so that's something that might be new. If it's some activity that they haven't been doing before, some of that stress-related stuff, you need to really take care of that.
Right.
Does this warrant a trip to the vet?
Yes, certainly. So you want to schedule an appointment with your veterinarian, let them do a full examination, and see if there are any underlying medical conditions that might be causing these behaviors.
Okay, but if not, it might just be the separation anxiety, so you can do something for that.
Right.
Maybe something new, a trip to the store maybe for something for them?
Yeah, you can get them a little chew toy, put a little peanut butter in, and when you leave the home, something to keep their mind focused and occupied, against you actually leaving your home.
Okay, okay. You also want them to be more independent. So how can you stress that when you're away?
Well, when you're with your dog, you don't want your dog to be your shadow.
Okay.
You don't want him to be your shadow, always following you. Maybe when you're watching TV, he can sit on the other side of the room.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is something that might be new to you too. I mean, the parents or the children and the dog, they might have all become accustomed to being around each other a whole lot. So this is something that's probably good for everybody to kind of get a little bit of that. And also, this is going to be the hard one. I know you talked about, overstimulation when you get home or when you leave. That's something that's hard to do because you want them to know you love them when you're away and when you come back. So what can you do about that?
It's a lot of owners, they want to show their dog a lot of love when they leave the house and they come.
Rolling around on the floor with them and all that.
You want to kind of turn down, you want to leave the house, calmly.
Yeah.
When you depart, and when you come back home, you want to do that also calmly. You want to tell your dog to sit, and it's going to be hard, but you have to ignore your dog for a couple minutes.
Yeah. So
and everyone in the house has to follow that routine also.
Okay, that's good. Like you said, everybody has to follow the rules because if somebody messes up, then it can mess up the whole structure. Is this something that is featured in your magazine this month?
Yes, it is. Check out unleashmagazine.com, our lifestyle section, and you can see all these great tips.
Yeah, and I know Montgomery seems to be, in the surrounding area for that matter, especially with the relatively new dog park out there. It seems like we're kind of being more accommodating for pet owners. Are you noticing that as you go around and do articles?
Certainly. That's another good thing to do for separation anxiety. Give your dog some exercise. Exercise and physical activity kind of curbs boredom and destructive behavior for your dog.
Yeah, and they'll probably rest a little bit better.
Definitely.
Just like if the kids get out and exercise, they tend to rest a little bit better at night as well. Thank you so much for being here. Again, give us the address so we can go see the magazine.
Unleashmagazine.com.
Well, there you go, Avery. Thank you so much. And you're adorable. Thank you so much for bringing Paula in. And don't forget, Paula is up for adoption. If you want to check them out, go to the Montgomery Humane Society. I know they'll be glad to show you Paula and all of the dogs and cats and kittens and puppies that they have available out there. Good to see you.
Thank you
so much.
You're
all right.
welcome.